I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit I love it on a daily. Say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But that ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living.
Galaxy Note 105G disconnected.
Easy, feel me? Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Illuminate my future bright, so thankful for everything. Rejuvenating my inner light as I work hard for all I need. Open arms, embracing life and all the way you gave to me. Hard work, it pays off. I'm happy now, it's paying me. Close my eyes, sometimes I feel as if I blow away. I love the life I live and enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say. I got one life to live and I wouldn't live no other way.
All right, let's do it. Guys, thank you so much to Josh and all the update squad as always. I took the fam to, and my mom, she was supposed to go to the Philly Zoo this year with my dad and my kids and stuff, and they're closed, so we took her to this drive-through safari kind of deal. It was pretty cool. Can I pet their horns? They look soft. Hello.
Hey guys.
So my mom had a good time. It was cool. I wanted to show you guys. That's what we did today. That's why I was a little behind. But yeah, we're gonna check out some fireworks today. We're checking out fireworks. How y'all doing? Hope you had a good day as well. We're gonna rip through this, and then if you slowly see behind you, I did put a little preview up on the page to show you what's in store for tonight, possibly. If I don't get a lot of good feedback on it, because I know it's a little pricey, but it's got Aspire in it, which has 24 autos. It's got Contenders in it, which has 6 autos. It's got Flash in it, which has 5 autos. All autos tonight. You're talking 35 autos, plus the jerseys that just released today, and a helmet, mini helmet. A reverse petting zoo. Something like that. It was cool. The llamas tried to get in the car, man. My wife was not having it. Yeah, so what it used to be, it's where I took my first grade field class on a field trip every year. It's called Lake Tobias. And they have some cool stuff. But they used to take you through that on a safari bus. It was like a school bus chopped in half, like the top chop. They're not allowed to do it now. But what they do, and that should be like something you can go to, Josh. Take the fam, man. It's so worth it. That was $7 a person. That's it. To go through that. Better than seeing those movies I talked about that are playing at the drive-in. For $7 a person. But yeah, either way, they had zebras and, a huge buffalo. I didn't take a lot of videos because the kids were on my lap driving. That was Paxton driving. I had both of them driving on my lap at one point. The kids can get out of their seats, jump around. It goes through real slow. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. That was our 4th of July vacation this year. So it's over and done. My mom had a good time. That was important to me. So here we go. Let's do it.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Under the lights. Cole Kmet for the Bears. Kmet and Anthony Gordon. Like I said, we're going to rip through this fairly quickly. Khalil Mack. You know what we're hunting for here. That was a Hunter Bryant and a Antonio Gandy Golden was the last one before that. Oh, we have 1 out of 25 coming up. There's a Desmond Patman and Jalen Rieger. And Dwayne Haskins out of 25 going to the Washington Redskins. That's going to go... Oop, I got to fix my list over here. Washington Redskins going out to Dougie Berger, Xavier McKinney and Jake Fromm. John Elway under the lights. Jackson and Reagan. Jeter Gross Matos and Henry Ruggs. And Cortland Sutton out of 50 for the Broncos. That's going out to Nick D. Albert O. and Brandon Ayuk for the Niners. I saw the Players Association. There's a Cam Akers and Jeff Okuda. Players Association is now pushing for 0 preseason games. I agree with that. I don't see the need for it this year. Yetur Gross Matos. What do you guys think? Do you feel that I saw Jamie got the 101 Mahomes. I told him last night. That was a good pull, Jamie, by the way. I don't know if he's in this break. DJ Moore out of 75. I told him I can stop buying the Chiefs now. That's what I was buying the Chiefs for, trying to get a Mahomes auto. And you're always gunning for the 101, but there's still other good. There's a bunch of Mahomes autos in it. Lipscomb and Chenault. Yeah, that was a nice pull. And he got a dare to tear. Out of 299, Jacoby Brissett for the Colts. Keyshawn Vaughn and Epinesa. Cole Kmet for the Bears. It's going to be a Kmet box. Bet you we get an auto. Champ Bailey record book out of 100. And there's a Jalen Hurts and a Jordan Love. And Hawkinson. Here we go. First auto up is going to be Jonathan Taylor out of 100. Indianapolis Colts. There we go. Going out to Josh Hilbert. I think they were on a trade, weren't they? Were the Colts traded? Yeah, I wanted to ask you. How do you guys feel about the Scott? Their stakes look good. No preseason game. It says you agree with that. Brian's on board. Yeah, they pulled a 101 over at Jason did over at Three Kings too. He beat our Austin Hooper 101. Kennedy McCoy and CD Lamb. And for the Buffalo Bills, going out to Chris Scallywag. AJ Epinesa. I'm excited for him this year. Yeah, do you guys, honestly, I wish they would just do away with preseason the way it is and do more recorded inter-squad scrimmages and stuff. Hester out of 299. I do know that in a way there's a Burrow. That means Tua's coming. Alvin Kamara out of 199. And, nope, we just missed the Tua train. I do know that the players need it in a way. The guys trying to make a squad. I know that the coaches need it to cut their squads down. I just don't think it's necessary for 4 games. Yeah, and I agree with Ron. I agree with you. They have to figure out what they have. But do you know what would be a better solution to that? If they would develop a developmental league, kind of like the XFL. And I know the thought is, you have to have 32 teams in, 1 for each. Not necessarily. Yeah, and I would think, Nick, that's the solution to that. You can have an active squad and expand your practice squad where you can, demote and promote players week in and week out. And just don't make players cut. Don't make teams cut guys. Let them have a 90-man roster with 60, some active players a week. Why not? We don't need to watch. And here's the frustrating part. Let me tell you, is my dad is the, I tell you, we're season ticket owners for the Buffalo Bills. And they're really my dad's tickets. And what's frustrating is you pay regular full price for the tickets for the preseason games. Well, that's very frustrating. If you don't get the week 3 preseason games, the rest of them are a wash. And to be honest, lately, even the week 3 preseason games have been a little bit of a bummer because a lot of guys are sitting out, holding out for contracts, Albert O, that one's going to be out of 35 going to the Denver Broncos. Yeah, get your 101 guesses in if you haven't. Ruggs and McKinney. Woo, there we go. Barry Sanders out of 25. Barry Sanders out of 25. Gold Mini Legends. Warren Moon, there's an Eason and a Bowden. And Xavier McKinney out of 199 for the Giants. Grant Delpit and Devin Duvernay. There we go. How about a Justin Jefferson chrome going out to the Vikings? KJ Hamler and Zach Moss. Tony Gonzalez and Joe Thomas. Okuda and Albert O. And Devontae Adams out of 199. Kinlaw and Akers. Guys, if you're in early draft League 1, look for the invite tonight. Hopefully even do the, there's a Dobbins under the lights. Joe Reed and a Joe Burrow. Hopefully even do the random draft order ahead of time so you guys can start the plan. But you can't trade draft order. We don't allow that. Dude, look at this coming. First of all, McKinney out of 100. And out of 10, Drew Brees out of 10. There we go. Nice card there. We'll top load here after this. Stanley and Pittman. Travis Kelce and Joe Green. Van Jefferson and Chase Young. And what do we got here? Kalijah Lipscomb. Ooh, with nice swatch too. Kalijah Lipscomb's one that I can't. Him, Keyshawn, and Keyshawn Vaughn I know is the Bucks now. Kalijah Lipscomb and Laviska Shenault. Laviska Shenault's a Chief, I think. Or is Kalijah Lipscomb? Where's Kalijah Lipscomb go? Yeah, the mini cards sell well for sure. Absolutely. Maybe someone can help me out with this. And this is an auto I haven't seen. Brian Edwards. He's another one I'm going to have to need help with. Lipscomb is the Chiefs. Shenault is the Jags. All right. Anybody know where Brian Edwards goes? I want to say the Jets, but I don't think that I'm right. Kansas City Chiefs. That goes out to James. There you go. LaMichael. Oh, we had this one right here. Courtney Davis and Justin Jefferson. Javon Kinlaw out of 299 for the Niners. KJ Hill and J.K. Dobbins. LaMichael P. Ryan out of 150. Tyler Johnson and T. Higgins. KJ Hill. We have Pinckney and Simmons. Favre, Dawson, Justin Herbert, and Jermichael Hasty. Barry Sanders, Cunningham, Dillon, and there he is, Tua. All right, let's get these top loaded after 2 boxes. Raiders on the Brian Edwards. Samsonite, I was way off. How you doing, James? We'll actually sleeve up later. We will top load right now, though. What, Dumb and Dumber? I gotta ask you, Nick, did you like not the one with the different actors, Dumb and Dumber or whatever, but the one where they redo it with Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey? I thought it was hilarious. I didn't like the remake one. Like, it has its moments, but it was really bad. The scene where he's like, yeah, my beer's bad too. Gross. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber 2, yeah. All right, so we have Raiders on the Brian Edwards. That Breeze out of 10 is nice. That Sanders out of 25 is nice. So here's another thing why I think that the preseason does help us a little bit. And it gives us a chance to see breakout names. But in all seriousness, I don't think we're going to get a ton of breakout news for fantasy. I think now it could be really fun to do the draft leagues kind of early. The only thing, especially if injury, always the argument is, oh, well, injuries. If they're not playing preseason games, injuries can still happen in practice and stuff, but I think you have less of a chance to get injured in a practice than you do, obviously. What scares me a little bit is if these guys aren't getting hit a lot preseason and they go in and start taking their licks in the regular season, it could be bad. When he's in the old person home, or the aid, not the old person home. What is it, like the mental institution? I saw The Mask is on Hulu now. That's probably did not age well. Jim Carrey and The Mask. Although Ace Ventura was pretty good. I watched that while I was listened to that while I was sorting. What's the over-under on those injuries? For what? Like, for what? Top 100 fantasy players? I say top 100 players injured for over half the season. I would say under 4. I would say 4 top 100 players, which I know is big, but that's still, like, you're talking 9 rounds. Outside of 9 rounds, it really doesn't matter. I would say, what was it last year? There was, like, not, Cam got hurt early. If you were worried because your quarterback Cam got hurt and you're like, oh, this is why we don't draft fantasy. If your team's success last year relied on Cam Newton at the quarterback position, you have bigger problems than injuries in fantasy football. Top 100 players, Chris Taylor, out for more than half the season. Top 100 fantasy prospects. I don't think so. I would say like 4 or 5 range. I may say slightly over. You're telling me you're gonna lose 10% of the top 100 players to non-contact practices preseason. Like, not even non-contact. There's just I don't think so. Derek Carr out of 199. It could. I guess I'd have to go back and really see who gets injured. Cam was like one of the biggest names last year. Chase Young and Michael Pittman. Edelman out of 50 for the Pats. I'm probably off on it. Big shout out to Chris. Listen, I got to tell you guys. Big shout out to Chris and also to Joe Heichel. Chris Taylor and Joe Heichel, who, when they found out I was on that safari when that stuff dropped, I thought it was noon when Obsidian dropped today. And apparently it was 11 my time. Time zone screwed me over. Well, I didn't get any. They both offered me a couple boxes so that we could break it. Luckily, to Chris Vogt got a hold of me. Check this out. Jacob Eason, another 1 out of 100 for the Colts. Indianapolis going out to Hilbert. Hello? Jacob Eason out of 100 for the Colts. Let's say about the... Yes, Akins. It's the truth. It's the same guys that are like, I want to draft the week before. Dude, your magazine says take off a shelf by September 1st. It's July, it's like August 28th. That thing is so old, man. Or the guys who don't come with anything and they're like, who's that guy? You know what really grinds my beans? That's a new segment on Coffee and Cards coming. Guys who show up without any prep and they're like, what's the name of that guy that played for the Niners last year that got traded and now he's playing for that other team? And we're like, dude, can you pick a freaking player? Tyreek Hill out of 299. And I'm not talking about they do it once on round 11 after beers. I'm talking about it's like round 4. Or they're like, hey, has anyone seen the Christian McCaffrey sticker? Dude, it's round 5. What are you doing? Tom Brady. Oh, that grinds my beans. Tony Gonzalez gold out of 25. Even as prepared, Chris, a phone or a tablet is fine as long as you know who you're checking off along the way. Zach Moss and Grant Delpit. The guy that thinks he always has the sleeper pick in every round. Just watch. Joe Burrow under the lights, unnumbered. T. Higgins. All right, what annoys you about fantasy drafters? What's your pet peeve for fantasy drafts? Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Johnson for the Bucks there. Here it is. Out of 25 for the Arizona Cardinals. Going to Dougie Fresh. Doug Burger. It is a dare to tear going out to Dougie. He traded me. I don't know. Maybe not. He listen. Dougie is. I hope he's feeling well. He was not feeling well last week. I haven't had a chance to check in on him. Dare to Tear. This is out of 25 for Dougie. I could see Dougie being like, rip it. Let's live. Cards and Coffee promo. Like, yeah, well, that's what we're doing it. We're doing it in Cards and Coffee. Grinds my beans. Dougie, we tearing it. Tear the top off. Tear the top off. Because everyone to pick someone in that position. Oh, that bothers you, Ron? I love it when they do that. Oh, I love it so much when I see guys. For the Raiders, out of 100, Lyd Bowden Jr., 2 out of 100. Yeah, I absolutely love it when there's like a run on wide receivers. And especially if I already grabbed the wide receiver at the beginning or like the round before the run. And then you're like, oh, yeah, I'm jumping on the running back train. Or like, you know, you can get your second, third running back. Oh, see, that doesn't bother me. It only bothers me if I had a wide receiver projected like 6 picks down and it goes on a 6-run like wide receiver. That's Hurts at a 150. Then I'm kind of like, unbelievable. There's no way the next 6 receivers on my list went, you know. J.K. Dobbins out of 100. Gold. It's a good box here. Crowder. Brayson Hopkins and Jerry Jeudy. Steve Young, Howie Long. And there's a Tua and a Joe Reed. Taking all the kickers. We have a guy in one of our leagues. And you know what he does? He takes... It blows my mind. And he doesn't do poorly in the league. It's not like he's a dummy. He just does this every year. He takes 2 quarterbacks, and it's not a 2-quarterback league. This is not like the worst strategy in a 2-quarterback league, but he takes 2 quarterbacks in like the first 3 or 4 rounds. So there's no way you're going to sneak into one of those guys and, you know, that grinds my beans. I don't know why it bothers me. It's his team, not mine. For yours. You know what, Corey? The only thing I'll say about that, Corey says, when someone picks up a random player off of waivers and then tries trading you said players and someone on their bench for your starting running back, I will say this. If it's based on waiver priority and not last place, like if you've worked your way up to the top of the waiver priority and you don't use it and you don't use it and you sit through some of those come and go pickups and then you grab a good one, that's value. I mean, there's something to be said about that. Let's say it's a wide receiver and you're stacked with 4 running backs and they see that and you're out of wide receivers. To me, that's a good play. Yeah, you know, you can kind of set fake runs too. You can kind of set people up. If you're like, let's say you're at the 10 spot and you see not a lot of people have taken wide receivers and you grab one, knowing you really want a running back, but it's a little... You can kind of set up runs that way a little bit sometimes. Zach, I'll have to check it out. I saw... That wasn't today, right? That was a couple days ago. No, Chris. So, the way it works is it goes off of draft position. So... Starting week 1, let's say you were the 12th person to pick, you are first on the waiver wire. However, once you pick, you get bumped down to the bottom. So let's say you were the 12th pick and you take a pickup on week. It only works for waivers, not for free agency. And you take a waiver wire, you get your waiver claim, you get bumped down to 12. But if someone after you took one, then you automatically move down 11, 10, 9. So you might be 8 even after you picked up if you were the first one. But what happens, let's say you pick first, you're the 12th on the waiver wire. This is how Yahoo runs it standard. Yahoo standard waivers. So let's just say, for example, you wait and wait. You were the 12th to start. You work your way down. And a lot of times there's guys that hold it. There we go. Kansas City Chiefs out of 100 going out to James. Nice card there. You know, you wait and you wait. Jerry Jeudy out of 25. A lot of minis out of 25 today. Simmons and Pinckney. Then I think that you've earned that right to get one of those players if you were patient. The problem is sometimes people hold on to them too long and then they miss some of the good pickups. In the middle of the season, not much happens. That was an Eason and a Bowden. Julio Jones under the lights. Grant Delpit and Devin Duvernay. Lamar Jackson, Walter Jones, John Randall, Hamler and Moss. Hey, we have a Justin Herbert out of 49 for the Chargers. Corey Kelly. Justin Herbert, Chargers. He can't say anything negative, right? There's no way.
It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If we're drinking, then I'm buying, and I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day.
There it is. Justin Herbert out of 49. Can I give you a meow? You don't want the Panther roar? Only out of 4, right? Yeah, I like it, Corey. You came in with something. I knew you had to get something out there. Just, you're going to be bubbling up inside. Miles Sanders out of 100. Van Jefferson and Chase Young. Jerry Jeudy Optichrome. There is a Terry Bradshaw mini. Claypool and Taylor. Brady, Moss, and Thomas. That is a Brown and Bryant. Kuechly out of 50. Edmonds and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Tyler Johnson, rookie Optichrome for the Bucks, and a Zeke fan favorites. Judy and Mims. Breeze, Moon, and Favre. Chenault and Hopkins. Epinesa and Kalijah Lipscomb. And we have a Tyrell Williams auto out of 199. That goes out to the Las Vegas Raiders. That's going to go to Dan Morris, vet hit for the Raiders. That's our 4th hit. I know. I'm sorry, Chris. That's our 4th vet hit out of this case. It was definitely a vet-heavy case. Sanders out of 299. Henderson and Keyshawn Vaughn. Oh, so you're all right with a Panther roar? I have one queued up, man. Get you a Panther roar. Dougie ignored us. Dougie's not going to answer. I like his approach. I just won't answer. We have, it's easier than being the bad guy saying no. It's okay, Dougie. I still love you. So, as you can see behind there a little bit, we have, how many guys are interested in it? It is 34 a spot, but it's Flash, 5 autos, Contender, 6 autos, Aspire is 24 autos, and it is the Game Day Greats jersey that does have Burrow, Mahomes, Brady, Barkley, all that in there, and it also has a helmet. How many guys are interested in that for after I get back from fireworks? We're going to rip through these last 2 boxes. And again, I'll give out the 2 $5 hitless credits and a fantasy spot. Sorry if I seem a little rushed. The kids are like ready to rock and roll. It's the only fireworks. Doug is a Cardinals guy. You're right. He may not. That was, I'll never forget how much I spent on Elite 2018 for Josh Allen and watched the break before me. Both were already sold out. It's like my kryptonite moment for breaking. And I was so excited. I'll never forget. And I was sat down and I saw the start of the first one accidentally. No, it was the second break. She's like, and last night we pulled the Josh Allen 1-of-1 auto. That was his 1-of-1. I'm like, oh. No, I didn't even watch the break. I'll never forget. I turned off my computer. I just sat down after breaking all night. Was so excited. Had my beer, sitting in the recliner, ready to watch a break. And the lady was breaking, ruined it for me. I was like, I knew there was no Josh. It was a half case, so I knew there was no Josh Allen and auto in the second half. It still haunts me, Nick. Because the reason I didn't do the first one is I saw, like sex cramps. No, they're worse. Lynn Bowden for the Raiders. Oh, I had one the other day. It hurt for like 2 days, and my quads, my hammies in the I get my quads and hammies confused. In the back, my hammies. Hammy cramps are the worst. Uh-oh, the kids are like, my wife's going to lose it. Komet and Gordon. Eason out of 299. Gandy, Golden, and Bryant. Epinesa. Desmond Patton and Rieger. Saquon Barkley out of 75. Man, some really nice minis this one. McKinney and Fromm. And how about a Colin Johnson, believe for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Colin Johnson for the Jags. Let me grab. Yeah, Corey, you get the break before. Well, see, the thing is, you could get him the break after. I had no chance. It was already gone. We have Yetur and Henry Ruggs. Minshew, Metcalf, Rivers, and Darnold. Hamler out of 199. Albert O and Ayuk. Claypool. Akers and Okuda. Kennedy McCoy, rookie mini. Joe Burrow and Kinlaw. Tua and Joe Reed. Andrews out of 299. Justin Jefferson and A.J. Dillon. And Michael Thomas under the lights. J.K. Dobbins. Isaiah Simmons and K.J. Hill. Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith, Hasty, and Pinckney. Here comes our auto. It's going to be for the Seahawks. Anthony Gordon going out to Zach Holycross. Anthony Gordon for the Seattle Seahawks. Top 5 team in this year's breaks. Seth, that you know how that was? Corey, tell him. Corey got the Pelicans. I can't tell you how many times Corey got the Pelicans. In 2000, there's a Herbert. In 2019 basketball, 2020 rolls around. Now, he's had them a couple times, but Corey, that was Corey. I was like, Corey, you're going to say this and jinx yourself out of 2019 or 2020 Pelicans. And he got him, seriously. I'm not kidding you. There were times I think he got him 3 breaks in a row. I've never seen anyone land a team so frequently that Corey did the Pelicans in randoms of basketball in 2019. All right, last box, and then we're going to give away the credit. You hear what's going on upstairs? This is what happens when you're out in the sun all day. You went 7 with the same team? What was that in? What team was it? All right, last box. I'll try to put an announcement up for basketball is tough because, you know, there are actually a couple, you know, it's not just the Pels and the Grizz. You know, you have the Bulls, you have the Lakers. You know, there's other good teams because some of these vet players now are even bringing in good money. This is the last fantasy spot for Legacy. Yep, but we still have early draft 2 spots left. So I'll be giving one of those tonight out for the mixer tonight if we do it. I'm going to check the page. But yeah, this is the last one for Legacy. Now, Legacy is not an early draft league. That will be an August draft. Paces are the worst except when you pull like a triple auto that has Reggie Miller in it like we've done before. All right. Derrick Henry out of 299. Cole Kmet and Gordon. Patman and Gandy Golden. And Cam Akers for the Rams. Woo! Look at that. Florida State Seminoles. Nice swatch going out to the LA Rams. That's going to be Joshua Long. There you go. Out of 100. Nice card there. McKinney and Fromm. Simmons out of 199. Akers and Okuda. There's a Tom Brady fan favorites. Joe Burrow. That means we got a Tua coming up next. We ready? Grant Delpit out of 100. We'll actually top load that. Man, they've been messing with us. No Tua. Judy and Mims. Chase Young, Optichrome. Chenault and Hopkins. Fan favorite Rodgers. Kalijah and AJ. J.K. Dobbins under the lights. Rieger. Is that a Herbert there? No, Hunter Bryant. KJ Hill, Optichrome. Albert O and Ayuk. Henderson and Vaughn. And our auto coming up is Grant Delpit. Grant Delpit for the Browns, correct? If it is, it's going out to Shane Steele. I'm pretty sure it is. Montana out of 50. We have a CeeDee Lamb Optichrome. Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. All right, last stack here. Van Jefferson for the Vikings out of 100 mini. CeeDee Lamb and McCoy. And Swift and LaMichael Pirine. That'll do it. We did get our Dare to Tear for the Arizona Cardinals. That is going to be a Kyler Murray. We'll do a quick recap here. 2 $5 credits, and then that last fantasy spot. Oh, you know what they did ours, Nick? The guy's getting paid off at ours. They told you this before. Someone got a hold of him. And so he was getting mad because there were guys waiting for him when he showed up. And then his guy showed up and they all fought over him. So he's been coming at random times and telling like the guy he doesn't just come on Friday anymore. So no one can catch him. So someone's picking up all the product. It's awful. We had the Brady fan favorites. Burrow, Delpit out of 100. Chase Young, Optichrome. Montana out of 50. CeeDee Lamb. Van Jefferson out of 100. Barkley out of 75. McCoy. Burrow and Tua. The Patrick Mahomes out of 100. Very nice for the Chiefs there. Jerry Jeudy out of 25. We had the Bradshaw. Kuechly out of 50. Edelman out of 50. Fan favorites Brady. Tony Gonzalez out of 25. Burrow under the lights. J.K. Dobbins out of 100. Tua. And there is a Hurts out of 150. We had Dwayne Haskins out of 25. Nice card. Cortland Sutton out of 50. DJ Moore out of 75. Burrow, Tua. Albert O out of 35. And a very nice Barry Sanders gold out of 25. Justin Jefferson, Xavier McKinney out of 100. And Drew Brees out of 10. That is a, what number? 4 out of 10. All right. We also had the Dare to Tear. Kyler Murray does not count as a hit. It's not a hit. And now Brian Edwards going out to the Raiders. Dan Morris. We had Grant Delpit for the Cleveland Browns going out to Shane Steele. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Cam Akers for the LA Rams going out to Josh Long. Nice card out of 100. Nice swatches. He'll kick my ass. Seattle Seahawks. He's a scary dude. Seattle Seahawks. Joshua Gordon or Anthony Gordon going out to Zach Holycross. Joshua Gordon. Colin Johnson for the Jacksonville Jaguars going out to Shane Steele. And Tyrell Williams for the Las Vegas Raiders to Dan Morris. Justin Herbert, nice car going out to the Chargers, Corey Kelly. We had the Lynn Bowden for the Raiders as well. Dan Morris crushing it. For the Colts, Jacob Eason, that's going out to Josh Hilbert. We also had the Kalijah Lipscomb for the Kansas City Chiefs to go along with his Mahomes out of 100. AJ Epinesa for the Buffalo Bills. And Jonathan Taylor for the Colts under the lights out of 100. Here we go. First up, 2 $5 hitless credits and then the fantasy spot. And then I'll make an announcement and let you know when I'm going to post that next one. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Thank you to Josh for updating. Hopefully he likes his card he hit. Top 2 win $5 hitless credit. Min roll 5. Here we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is going to be the Redskins and the Bears. Doug Berger and Dan Crane. New guy, Dan. You have $5 credit. All you have to do is let me know when you want to use it and just say, hey, I had credit from the July 3rd Legacy Break half case random. I'd like to use that $5 today. Here we go. Joining in the Legacy League to close it out, Mike Cornett, Alan Eckert, Seth Anderson, Jamie Hunter, Jeremy Grogan, Christine Fleckel, Eddie Vigil, Matt McGinn, Nate Zimmerman, Rob Grigsby, and the final spot. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final round is the LA Rams. Joshua Long getting a spot. He'll be excited about that. All right, y'all. Before my wife is mad and there's fireworks in the house, I'm going to roll. Deuces. Stay tuned for an announcement. Have y'all a good night. Be safe. Don't play with fireworks if you're wasted and stuff. All right. Deuces.